Welcome back, everyone. This is Akinar here with more Elden Ring, where I have sufficiently, I think, recovered from our experience last time with the Divine Beast Dancing Lion. I guess we paid the full ticket price for that show, and I guess we got our money's worth, though, in the process. So, I'm ready to move on, though, and excited to see what lies in the rest of Belorat. I also want to do a little bit of housekeeping and check in with some of there's some backtracking to do in Belorat. We have a key that we picked up. I would also like to do an NPC sweep just to see if there's anything new with our DLC friends. But first, I have an idea. One of the ongoing mysteries of the playthrough has been the converted Fringe Tower. So far, the mysteries of the converted Fringe Tower have eluded me. We have tried several different strategies or solutions, all of which have failed so far. I even was here off camera before starting the DLC, just looking around one more time, thinking to myself, what in the world is there a hidden path or an invisible bridge or staircase or something that maybe I've been overlooking. No ideas at the time popped into my head, but I did have an idea just the other day, thinking about the different things that we've tried. We, of course, picked up the erudition gesture. That was probably the first big thing that I thought would probably do the trick, given the history of FromSoft games, previous FromSoft games. The erudition gesture given to us by Topes, the sorcerer. Rest in peace, Topes. I thought for sure that would do the trick, given sufficient time with that gesture, posing with that gesture. Maybe I still didn't wait long enough. Maybe I just need to, like, leave the game running overnight with the erudition gesture out. Just leave it all night long and see what happens. May erudition light the way. So the erudition gesture did not get the trick done. And then we also tried several of these different spells, like Starlight. Anything that I could think that would possibly be related to lighting the way. And those did not really work either. We tried some spells related to Radagon's Rings of Light and these sorts of things. Nothing so far has done the trick. And then I thought, what if I were to combine Starlight with the erudition gesture? And just do them both at the same time. Put aside how funny this looks with Jarhead. We'll wait a little while here, but so far it does not seem to have any effect. I'm once again shocked and dismayed that one of my ideas regarding the converted Fringe Tower has apparently not paid off. So I think, guys, what I'm going to have to eventually admit, or eventually I'm just going to have to enable online messages, I think. I think that's the eventual strategy of last resort, because I honestly don't. The one game that I did play with the online messages like that, I guess I sort of played Sekiro with online messages, but it was kind of different in that game. But Dark Souls 3, I did play online for pretty much the whole game, and there was one thing in particular that I can think of that I probably would not have figured out if it were not for the messages. So, you know, they're part of the game. That's kind of why I had an okay time using the online messages in Dark Souls 3, because it's something that the developer of the game puts in as a feature. Yes, it's other players that are leaving messages, but at the same time, they have to leave those messages in the within the template structure that is prescribed by FromSoftware and Miyazaki. They can't just write any message, do this, do that, give you the step-by-step walkthrough. So we'll see. That might be what I eventually fall back on here. Another detail that may or may not be worth mentioning, but my cat laser brain thinks about the America pose. I think we talked about in the first DLC episode is, I think, slightly different. The arms are kind of raised upward in the lands between statues. They're pointing upward a little bit more, very similar to the opening cutscene, and of course what we see at the end of the base game in the final confrontation. But in the Shadow Realm statues, her arms are, as our starlight finally does run out, her arms are, I think, at a lower angle. They are kind of like below the horizon, if you will. A detail which may or may not be important. One last thing I will try here is we will put Starlight on again, and then we will stand in front of the door, but I don't think it's going to be... it's not going to be this picky about the placement of where I stand, correct? Doing Erudition in front of the America statue versus in front of the blocked doorway is not going to be what actually solves the problem here. This is the revealing angle here below the Jarhead. Okay, all right. Well, so there you have it. Once again, Converter Fringe Tower foils us, but nobody in the audience is surprised by that result at all. What we're going to do is we're going to head back to the Shadow Realm, and like I said, do a quick NPC sweep. Let us once again check in with Needle Knight Leda, which on a side note, it is somewhat exciting. The Needle Knight Leda, who I've been affectionately, jokingly referring to as Hornet. The Needle Knight. Silksong apparently is coming out in 2025. I'm keeping my my skeptical, you know, we've been told things before about Silksong, so there's always my expectations are staying within bounds on that front, but nonetheless, exciting news if it is indeed true. All right, there we go. Order has been restored to the spell lineup. My OCD is back. Not feeling anxious about the spells. We're gonna try this new Black Flame Protection that's on the bar here. We'll talk about that more later. We have not tried that before. Let's see if there's anything new from our friends, though.
We're all utterly captivated by kindly Mickey. It is what binds us together.
Okay. Same thing as before, I think.
True enough. Long ago, Queen Marika commanded Sir Messmer to purge the Tower folk. A cleansing by fire. It's no wonder the Hornsent holds the Erdtree in contempt. That aside, man is by nature a creature of conquest. And in this regard, the Tower folk are no different. They were never saints. They just happened to be on the losing side of a war, but it's still a wretched shame.
Yeah, we've heard that before, but it was interesting listening to it again, thinking in terms of the events of last episode. The dialogue, the mysterious dialogue at the beginning of the Dancing Lion fight, which I did not absorb at all at the time. I have reviewed the dialogue. I don't know who the voice is. Presumably somebody we're going to find later within the tower. Maybe another boss. But whoever that was, talking about the final line, I think it's a reference. The whole spiel is a reference to, like, let me find the dialogue here. Oh, horn-decked beast from higher sphere, deliver. Take root inside the tower, sculpted keepers. Perch within, we beg of thee. Dance and cavort, cleanse all that thou wilt. Those who plague the tower. Cleanse away the strumpet's vile progeny. That part, at the time, I was like, what the fuck is a strumpet? But apparently it's it's another word for prostitute, woman of the night. So yeah, that's a new one for me. I think that must be a reference to Marika, is it not? If Marika sent Mesmer to cleanse the tower. So that voice that we heard would presumably be one of the tower folk who is pissed off at all of the purging or the war. Like, was this similar to the war of the giants? Whatever motivated Marika to try to take out the giants and solidify the age of the Erdtree? Was this a similar sort of crusade that she sent Mesmer on?
Go to the misshapen tree of Umbra in that forsaken place.
Still don't know what's going on with this tree of Umbra, but it does not look like we've got anything new from the... maybe we won't go to every single NPC here. We'll go to the ones that are kind of the main ones. I don't know if there is such a distinction, but the ones that would be the ones that are close to the tower here, at least, are Ansbach.
Righteous tarnished. What brings you here?
Anything new from him? Aha! That's what I was looking for. I was like, there may be some reaction to us progressing into the tower. We did find a Mikola cross within the tower. Let's speak of the cross that we found.
Well, I'm much obliged. As suspected, kindly Mikola has visited the lands which hold the tower, and appears intent on wholly dispossessing himself of his flesh. He must be seeking entrance to the Tower of Shadow.
Huh. Is this the Tower of Shadow? Or the other tower that's over in Shadow Aldous? Still figuring that one out.
Righteous tarnished. What brings you here?
Okay, that was it. That was all she wrote. Hi, Moore.
Welcome. I like finding things.
He still likes finding things.
Lady Leda, things bring joy to...
I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you are as joyful as you are. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and move on with things here then. Let's head back to Theater of... Nope. Not Theater of the Divine Beast. We have some backtracking to do first. I remembered. Some backtracking. The entrance to this place... It might take me a couple... Let's go to... I'm trying to remember exactly... Not putting a beacon on the screen. Let's head to the small private altar. I don't remember exactly where each of these sites of grace leads, but we did pick up a key. Is this where we want to go? Or was it up the stairs and across? We picked up a key that's supposed to open... Yeah, this one here. Supposed to open some doors for us. This was one of them that was locked, was it not? It does open the storeroom key, using the storeroom key. Okay, awesome. Whoa! Ooh, you got some horns as well. Everybody here. It's the... I was going to say the currency of the realm. I don't think it's exactly currency, but, okay. A new NPC to... Oh, and what is this? What in the heck? The little see-through mask there. I was considering rolling with this mask that we picked up last time. The only issue is that it does impede our flask drinks by a pretty significant amount. But it is a pretty funny it is a pretty funny mask. Oh my god. And there are more. Are you the mastermind behind the whole dancing lion business? Is this the voice?
Again. Does a sculpted keeper stand before me? Oh, as I felt the sacred beast's essence fade, a great anxiety welled up within. Forgive this old woman her foolish fears. 'Tis such relief I cannot express. after an eternity of the mind, our voices have at last reached the heavens, as evinced by thy gracious arrival. Oh, oh, oh.
Okay, I admittedly was a little bit confused by that because it sounded like she was she happy that we took out the dancing lion? I think this might be the voice. I think this might be the person who was praying or invoking the the dancing lion performance. But was she also, is she's not reacting to me having this thing on, is she?
I implore, vessel of the sacred beast, have my son accompany thee to war, and dance thy dance of beauteous color. Take vengeance upon Mesmer and his lot. They who betrayed us, aye, they who burned us. Let them face in thy wrath their just deserts. My song will I sing, in service to thee.
When we get a new spell, oh shit. I think it's an incantation. Watchful Spirit. Okay, this, wow. She said her son.
O horn-decked beast from higher sphere delivered.
She's gonna give us the spiel.
To dance and cavort, dance and cavort. Cleanse all that thou wilt. Cruelty, woe, and those who plague the tower. Cleanse away the strumpet's vile progeny.
Okay. This would have been interesting for us to come to see her before the fight. Would she have given us? And she's just, that's what she's. Okay, there it is.
We beg of thee to
Let's see if she's got more to say.
Keeper, channel thy color into the most resplendent of dances. My song will I sing, in service to thee.
Okay. I do wonder if she is talking about Hornsent as her son. So I want to go back. I want to go back to check with Hornsent. And also we've it is funny, the answers, the questions that get answered sooner than you think. Wait, why is this door here? I was wondering, you know, who this mysterious voice was, and sure enough, we got the answer to our question right away. I guess this balcony is here just in case you want to temporarily mute the NPC so you can read about your new incantation. Summons a guardian spirit above the caster's head. Hello? An entreaty received from the Hornsent Grandam. The Hornsent, is this like another word for grandma? This is Hornsent Granny. Okay. Summon a guardian spirit above the caster's head. The spirit never strays far from the caster, conjuring several apparitions before dissipating. Let them face in thy wrath their just deserts. Take vengeance upon Mesmer and his lot. She's definitely still against Mesmer. She's not. Mesmer can die a slow, painful death as far as she is concerned. And there you go. So okay, cool. I want to equip that. Several things that I want to do. I want to equip that spell. I also want to go. Oh my God, you're gonna make me. I didn't want to. I just wanted to run to this. Oh, I'm gonna pay the price here. I'm gonna pay the price for trying to think that I can just peepo run to the well. Oh my God, they actually could hit me on the ladder there. I'm gonna have the whole crew coming down here, aren't I? I'm gonna have the whole crew descending. Oh shit. Just you. Just you, I hope. Well, there's you. There are a few, but these guys were not nearly as much of a concern in my mind as the big boys. We have a formula for dealing with those big apparition type enemies, but they are still not a complete pushover. I don't think it's going to unlock this door, but I wanted to check anyways, just to be sure. So that door is still locked to us. Okay, let's check with Hornsent. Because now she mentioned, what did she say about her son? I pick up bits and pieces of this dialogue, and it's not going to be until I actually go to write down some notes on the dialogue and actually just put it to paper will I completely absorb all of it. So I get these dribs and drabs, but she did mention her son, and the first person that came to mind was you.
Go to the misshapen tree of Umbra. In that forsaken place, blood must spill.
No. Okay. Not Hornsent. I don't know who else it might be. Potentially Tialie? We'll try Tialie real quick. But otherwise, I don't know that we have met who she's referring to. Maybe somebody deeper in Belurat.
So, what can I help?
Nothing from Talia. Okay. Nothing from Tialie. So there you go. And is she on our map now? Hornsent Granny. Okay. Regardless of whatever details there are still to be absorbed about the story and the lore in the DLC, one thing is very clear. People here don't, at least the Hornsent, at least, do not much care for Messmer. Messmer has not garnered any... He has not curried any favor among the Hornsent folk. Let's pick up our 0 runes here. Pick those up to be sure that they're not confusing me on my map at any point. And let's take a look around this boss arena now that we're not... Now that I'm no longer in a state of malding. We can actually absorb some details here. Here's this symbol again that we've seen before, this twisted tree? Question mark? What a crazy boss, dude. A hilarious boss. And of course, the royal drapes and other various adornments around the arena. Okay, let's get a move on here, shall we? There's an elevator. Elevator. Onward and upward. And a big door. And then a big staircase. Now this staircase, is this a part of this painting? Oh, I forgot to equip. Hold on. One second, folks. Hold on. I'm wondering if that staircase is a part of the painting. But we need to also equip this new spell that we've picked up. We are the Faith build, and we got a new toy to play with. I wanted to try this. I did test off camera this Black Flame's protection, increasing physical damage negation. It's a pretty nice boost to it, and it does last a fair bit, but it does decrease your flask drinks just like the Lion's Head does by about 30% or so. But I wanted to play around with it because we haven't really done that. Let's swap out Dragon Maw for the Watchful Spirits. Let's give that a look. I had a feeling that it was going to conflict with the Jarhead. Okay. Is it just firing at... Because we're not targeting anything, it's just firing randomly? But if we were targeting, or if we were in range of enemies, it would actually home in on them. That's kind of interesting. Okay, I want to try this. I do want to try this. So let's, we see what the animation looks like now. Let's roll with the Jarhead, though. And now we can approach this great door. And see what lies beyond. It's going to be a staircase. I don't think this is that much of a surprise what is going to lie beyond this door. But you never know. And you never know what enemy might be waiting to the side to clock you over the head. Ooh, this is a Spirit Ash upgrade. Revered Spirit Ash. Let's go. And here's our staircase. And an awesome view, of course, of the Shadow Tree. The Shadow Tree drapes, they look different from here. They're more highlighted. I don't know if it's a different time of day or just a different, because we are at a different spot in the world. But god damn, this game is amazing. This has got to be the tower, right? If people are talking about the tower. Oh, look at this, though. Oh my god, this is the first I've seen of this. Whoa, that looks so sick. And it does this, so it feels like we have reached perhaps the entryway through this weird barrier. And now that we are right here, we can see that the shadow, the silhouette of this particular tower is larger than life. No Tauren, right? Just, I did not think they would do that, but I wanted to double check. O tower of ours, hidden in shadow, O lofty spiral piercing the heavens, lead him safely unto greater godhood, and in divinity grant our salvation. Lead him safely unto greater godhood. Miquella. This is so insane, dude. Oh, I just realized it's a little bit reminiscent of the Erdtree, isn't it? With the impenetrable thorns. Which doesn't make total sense because wouldn't that, or shouldn't that be at the Shadow Tree? But the imagery of the blocked doorway here with all of the roots growing over it, can't help it. Tower of Shadow message. Message left for the author's compatriots by Needle Knight Letta. Addressed to kindred spirits who also pursue Miquella's trail. The gate of divinity lies in the tower sealed by shadow. That is surely where kind Miquella is headed. We are no Empyreans, but we must locate the path that will lead us there. I will follow the crosses east. Am I getting the... is the game telling us here that we cannot actually... like, this is the end of the road? I think that's what we're being told here. Sealed and obscured by shadow. It is actually impenetrable thorns. Huh. There's a funny little cubby hole here. I was half expecting there to be an NPC. Okay. That is the end of the road, and this now feels like this is the end game location. This is, in fact, the Erdtree. That's what it seems like. Because if this is where Mikkel is supposed to be, and he's already gone through here, and yet it's sealed by Shadow. Why is that the case? Also, oh. This part over here, why is so green? It is so green, but also in a bit low resolution. Oh, maybe this is where I was just thinking to myself, and the game maybe has answered my question. I was just thinking to myself, where is this painting location? Where is this supposed to be? And I think maybe now I see that it's supposed to be over in this direction. There is, of course, aha, yeah, this is already revealed on our map, in fact. There are portions of the landscape that are revealed on the map, but I have no idea how to get to them. All I know is that we are not going any farther in this direction. Okay. Okay. That does make a lot of sense now. It does make a lot of sense, I guess, in retrospect, but I was, of course, going into this episode thinking that we would be pressing forward and there would be more to explore immediately beyond the Divine Beast, but not so much. Okay, so that does mean that we have to turn our list, or we have to start looking in other places for things to do, and that list is we do have a very sizable to-do list, so we're not going to be running out of things to do. It's just a question of what. We could go to the Rivermouth Cave if we want to completely cross everything off of our list that is included in the gravesite plain before turning our attention to a new zone. And that sounds like a reasonable way to go. And it would allow us to, it would give us a chance to play around with our new spell. And so I think let's do that. I already activated this use of summoning pool, so it's like even better. Let's check out the Rivermouth Cave then. Wasn't necessarily you got to roll with the punches. You got to be ready with Elden Ring, because the best laid plans are not necessarily going to play out exactly the way you want. Something like that. You know what I'm trying to say, guys. Ooh, okay, that's a fun little rolling attack there. With the twin axes. I'm gonna continue to try using these twin axes. Even though it does, pretty obvious when you stack them up against a weapon like Blasphemous Blade. They're the efficacy, the damage potential is shown to be in a bit of stark contrast. But it's fine. We want to keep trying the new toys and getting them to work as best we can. What was the damage like on this? Not terrible. That's actually okay damage. It's a little bit of a funky spell, you know? It's a bit of a... The spell itself, the fact that it's kind of a delayed Suswall. There's a I can hear something on the other side. Can I not? This is not a Suswall? Hello? Okay, what is going on here? What is going on here? Is there something above me? Because this is like the classic thing with Dark Souls and FromSoft and Elden Ring. They give you a hint when there are illusory walls. They give you a hint by putting the enemy behind the wall and making it make a sound. Okay. It must be that I just need to go around this way. It's not actually a sus wall in this case, it's just part of the dungeon. Probably is the case. Hi. Hi. Dang it. There's that, just that slight little wind up, that extra little delay after you do the blink bolt. You do the blink bolt and then you want to do the strong attack to follow up, but it doesn't immediately chain attack into it. And that brief little respite that I took, the wolf said, bite. You don't get to do that. Oh, there's a staircase here. Okay. Okay, and then we drop down to, all right, a point of no return. Let me just take a moment here and make sure that I did not miss anything else. Here. Kindly Mikola. It is an interesting, another little detail that I can't remember. I feel like maybe I mentioned, but I'm not sure. But it is really interesting that Needle Knight Letta, she talks about the fact that they're being charmed by Mikola, right? She is like, it's a different kind of mind control where she's like conscious of it. I know for me at least, I'm so used to charm or mind control effects seeming as though they are, you know, they've completely supplanted the person's consciousness. They're no longer even aware that they're being mind controlled. And it's really a cool twist, or it's interesting that Letta is like, oh yes, kindly Mikola. We all follow Mikola the Kind, and he's mind controlling us. It's really cool. It's just kind of a funny thing to note. Okay, I guess it's time. I see what's coming here. I see what's coming here, but I don't have anywhere else to go. I don't think. I can walk around the sus floor to see if there's like sus walls on the sides. But otherwise, down we go. Whee! Shadow Realm Rune 1. Okay. 2 paths? No, never mind. 1 path. There is a trail of blood. A trail of blood going in this direction. Okay. Okay. And, oh my god. Whoa. Rivermouth Cave. Ay, ay, ay. The fuck? I really do love what they're doing, though, with these little dungeon areas. They are so much more cinematic and just really interesting compared to the base game. It's really cool what they've done. Now, I do have to remember that I'm not required. There's a backstab there. I am not required by Blink Bolt. I don't have to follow up with a strong attack. Sometimes just the Blink Bolt on its own is a good, you know, just close the distance, right? And then follow up with like a weak attack or an R1 or a roll, you know? You're not confined. You have options. This might be the other side. This may be the other side of that what I thought was a sus wall. And those were the wolves making the noise. Perhaps. Oh, here's the alpha. Sacred Bloody Flesh. Boosts physical attack power and arcane once. Attack power boosted further when blood loss occurs. Ah. I love these really creative effects that they're showing us in the DLC. Raw meat soaked with blood, a delicacy of the blood fiends. The blood is said to have fallen from the formless mother's wound. Never will it dry, never will it rot. Lovely. That was another announcement recently that was pretty interesting. The whole Dusk Bloods. Are any of y'all excited for that? I am excited. Obviously, I'm always excited when there's a new FromSoft. I'm excited about. We are out. Okay, so we can just fall back down because we got to explore. We got to explore the River of Blood. But Elden Ring Night Rain is also a cool announcement. I will also say that I tend to not be a PvP player. So the premise of said games doesn't necessarily immediately appeal to me. But it is FromSoft, so I have to keep an open mind. And I want to keep an open mind. So we will see, and just the atmosphere alone that was shown in that little teaser trailer for the Dusk Bloods is so fucking cool. Because Bloodborne was amazing. The only small problem with Bloodborne was the 30 FPS boss, which there's a reason so many people have been waiting for that, hoping and praying for that Bloodborne remaster, which has as of yet to show itself. So that is a really short, the damage, the initial damage spike that's done from Electrocharge is a pretty, it is very short range. It is not something that, I was hoping I might get that initial, I think we got it. We got it to happen once against the Grave Birds. Oh no! Oh shit. Okay. Now we've done it. Now we've done it. Oh god. Oh god. The blood is building up. The blood is building up. What's the best way to deal with this situation? Multiple enemies that don't have a ton of health, but they are still, you don't want to get. This is actually a good way to do this, is just funnel them through a choke point. Funnel them through one by one. One at a time, please. Get in line. This guy is really pissed off. He is so pissed off that he's rotting to death. He's pissed off that he's at the back of the line. It's not a good day for him. Okay. Now, I did forget about this Black Flames protection that I was going to try. And I think I do want to give that a try. But man, there are so many of you motherfuckers. And I don't want to be waiting around in blood for my entire day. Jesus Christ. I do want to get that item, though. The item that's being guarded. I do want that item. What talismans do I have on? Oh my god, I am such a dingus. I forgot I still had this America Scar Seal on. That's no wonder things hurt. I put on the America Scar Seal so that I could cast Starlight to start our day, and I have not readjusted my I'm smart, guys. I'm very smart. Please give me something, anything. I love my Greed Scarab here because we're trying to get lore drops, but that also is not exactly of the most effectiveness. Oh, this guy. Oh my god. Come on, dude. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, it missed. Oh, they're missing. No. What the fuck? Oh, the one of the vengeful or watchful spirits actually broke his stance. What are they doing? Holy shit. This would actually be a really good moment. This would actually be a really good time to use that, what's that one spell? That one spell where it distracts them. They all run to the side based on... I guess we can do it here, though, if we just fire at the wall. Oh, we're not actually... What the fuck? Okay. Oh my god, what was that attack? Okay, get bladed. Get bladed, son. But the this attack. Holy shit. Oh my god, the formless oh Jesus Christ, they're spawning in the formless mother. Okay. You just want to sit back and do ranged attacks, don't you? But okay. I thought that we were getting... Uh-oh. I know that attack. This dude has the Moog tricks. He has studied the Moog playbook well. He's been doing his homework. Nice. Boy, that takes a lot of stamina. Holy shit. So much stamina. I should be getting value, guys. It's so hard for me to pass up the value from We're not gonna need it. We're not gonna need it because we're gonna be done with, you know, we're gonna be out of this cave in at some point here, or at the end of the cave. It's not really required to get value, but if the game's gonna give it to you, why wouldn't you take it? Oh, we can loot the Sanguine Amaryllis in the Blood Water. Of course we can. Why wouldn't we be able to? Okay. River of Blood has been oh, that's their weapon. The River of Blood has been sufficiently cleansed, as much as that is possible to do with a River of Blood. So, so there you go. Let's go ahead and get our... I'm not going to do the Trickle Heal just yet. We will check our new item. Bloodfiend's Fork. So now we can spawn the Formless Mother. Awesome. 3 tins of carved bone. Tines. Spear the victim to provoke blood loss. A ritual implement for blood offerings to the Formless Mother. At times, the Bloodfiends will spill even their own blood using these forks. Just amazing. I forgot about this item over here. It is, I'm so glad that the River of Blood, or Pool of Blood, probably more accurate description. The Pool of Blood is not spawning similar to like a rotted or poisoned swamp. It's not incurring blood loss on us as we wait around in it, which is what I thought it was doing at first. Glad that's not the case. Okay, more sacred bloody flesh. And now we do have our fog gate. So there we go. Let's go ahead and see what we are going to use going through that fog gate. Probably just stamina, because I need it. I need the stamina. And I thought I had my Trickle Teal talisman on, so so I'm not gonna get a Trickle Heal going here before I go into the boss room, but we will at least get this, and then we will drink. Actually, I will do a Trickle Heal. What am I talking about? Of course I'm gonna do Trickle Heal. Even though the Black Flame's protection, I did test it, the Black Flame's protection is also reduced, or it reduces the effectiveness. Woo! Okay, all right. It does reduce the effectiveness of our Trickle Heal. Damn it, I knew he was gonna do that. Okay, nope, not that time. Not that time you didn't knock me out of my move. Oh my god, that's stance break. Okay, Chief Bloodfiend. Chief Bloodfiend is here. And I'm about to lose my stance once again. Boy, it's really, with camera lock, sometimes it can be so disorienting with some enemies that are as big and as gnarly as this guy is. Look at that face. Look at that lovely, lovely face. This physical protection, though, is pretty good. The extra protection we're getting, like we're not gonna get like well, we still got a full heal from that blast drink, which I was kind of surprised that we did. Although maybe the Black Flame's protection finally ran out. There we go. Chief Bloodfiend is done for, and we have Bloodfiend Hexer's Ashes. Okay. And a nice little chunk of runes, of course. We love to see it. And that is the end of the road for the... Now it makes all the sense, right? It makes all the sense. It makes sense, the name of this place. Wait, it takes us all the way over here. The Rivermouth Cave. Little did we know what type of river we were going to be in for. Let's check our new set of ashes here. Bloodfiend Hexer's Ashes. Spirit conducts blood boon rituals with a sacred spear, casts blood flame hexes, and takes a singular pleasure in letting the blood of foes. Long ago, a subjugated tribe discovered a twisted deity amongst the ravages of war, and they were transformed into blood fiends. The Mother of Truth was their savior. These guys, this is what happens. This the whole lot of them down here have just been waiting for the Bloodborne remaster. This whole time. See, this is what happens when Sony, this is all you. You have only yourselves to blame. Alrighty, Bloodfiend Hexer's Ashes have been equipped and upgraded. So we will play around with that as soon as we get the chance to summon. Maybe we should, the idea just occurred to me that maybe similar to how we've been doing with Leda as well as Freya, which, by the way, Cat Laser Brain, let's actually go check in with Freya. But similar to how we have been checking the summons in battle once against the bosses, maybe we should do a similar thing with, you know, mini-bosses and such, solitary knights and other enemies when we get the chance to actually just summon for the first attempt and see what these, because there's so many different ashes that I feel like we've never even tried. There's just a ton of the special ashes in the game.
In battle, you can be sure I'll hold my own.
Okay, all right. So no acknowledgement of our brief encounter together against the Dancing Lion, but that is that's a-okay. Freya is standing at the ready for whatever the next encounter is going to be involving her. So yeah, where do we go next? We've got several more options on our to-do list. There's, of course, all of whatever is in Shadow Altus. A couple little checkpoints. I think that we've got the Fort of Reprimand here. A little sort of back door into Shadow Altus. There is the front door by the Needle Knight. We've quickly warped through this sending gate that leads us to, what was it, the ancient ruins of Ra'u or whatever. And all of that business. There's also the Dragon's Pit Terminus, and leading out into the Mount Gelmir type of area. And then we also have the Cerulean Coast, which is actually technically tied to the Gravesite Plain as part of this Sites of Grace menu. I don't see immediately where we would get the map. There's no map. What are they called? Domains? Whatever the little monument is where we find the map. I don't see that next map fragment here displayed. But maybe we should scout around for it a bit. Cerulean Coast. This place, it has its own unique look and feel. Apparently can't summon Torrent there. Torrent wants to be on the pretty blue flowers. We had that spirit that gave us the idea that these are coffins. Giant coffins. Should we take a look and see for ourselves? We obviously we obviously have the very speaking of Bloodborne, these gravestones here always make me think of Forbidden Woods. I think we've seen these all throughout. They've made their appearances in other places in Elden Ring, I think, haven't they? Or at least similar looking gravestones. But that always takes me back to Forbidden Woods. I thought that might be a new crafting material, the extra glowy flowers here. Just extra glowy, nothing else. It's such a this game is so much fun. This game is just a treasure, and I'm gonna have so much fun playing through this game. Hopefully, time permitting, again and again and again. Grave Cricket. Check that out in a second here. To finish my thought, I was just gonna say that the concern or the thought that's on my mind when I'm heading into a new area. There's one part of my brain that wants to just stare in awe. And the other part of my brain that knows I need to be on the lookout for ambushes and jump scares. It's a conflicted feeling. Aha! Aha! Do you see what I see? Let's check out our new crafting map. Mainly found near stone coffins. Cricket that produces a raspy cry. Okay, I'll have to listen for the crickets next time. The sound of these crickets are often taken to be the rustling of the restless dead, or sometimes the sound of their calling voices. Is it nighttime right now? It is just turning to morning. I think I'm going to put it back to night. We haven't been doing this. I think I mentioned way back at the start of the playthrough that my systematic exploration mindset would want to set it to nighttime as much as possible in order to catch death birds, Knight's Cavalry, and any other night-related encounters. We ended up not doing that because it's really just more fun and immersive to just go with the flow, and whatever time of day you happen to have when you are going through that zone, just letting that happen naturally ends up being more fun for me. But in this case, just because we have these giant coffins, the idea of being on the lookout for the death birds potentially of the DLC. I would be pretty surprised if there was not a DLC specific nighttime encounter to be found. Oh! Well, that's not a nighttime encounter. But it is an encounter. Ghostflame Dragon number 2. Okay. I took damage somehow, and I didn't realize it. Oh, that's right. Ghostflame. We need magic protection, don't we? We need... Is it because I summoned the Blood Fiend and I took damage because of that? Does the Blood Fiend cost health to summon? Tail Whip. The Scarlet Rot was the MVP of the first fight against the Ghostflame Dragon. Can we make it the MVP once again? I don't know if... I think we got him. Okay. The Rot's ticking away. We got there. We got there. We're good. Now. Can I actually hit this dragon this time? Last time, hitting you was a... I really had to ride the wave of the Scarlet Rot victory. Shit. Is he, we gotta... I didn't realize until it was too late that there was a riposte opportunity. Critical hit opportunity. Give me my, fuck. Why am I drinking at all the wrong times? And forgetting to drink my Flask of Wondrous Physic, as per usual. Where's my Bloodfiend Hexer? I think this is going to be too little too late. I want to give you a trickle heal, but I don't think it's yeah, not gonna be in time. Okay. And did the Scarlet? Oh, that was not Scarlet Rot, was it? There was some sort of a trickle damage effect that our summon was giving off. That was not Scarlet Rot. I was going to say the Scarlet Rot did so much better against you last time. Let's try this again. Pick up a Smithing Stone 7 in the neighborhood. I keep going to cast a spell and not realizing that it's actually my axe that I have in my hand. No, roll, it was way too early. That's some nice damage. Black Blade doing some nice damage. Oh. Oh my god. Okay, yep, sure. Should have just followed up. Should have gone with the follow-up. Oh, what is the... Oh, what the hell? He summoned skeletons? Oh, shit. He didn't do that before. That's kind of awesome, actually. Or he just shit skeletons out. Oh, was that what that move was before? And I... No, not this time. Okay, the skeletons appeared. Wow. New tricks. New tricks. Who knew? Who fucking knew? Are the skeletons getting near me is the question. Am I getting sneak? Oh, you killed your skeletons. Okay. Getting away from the skeletons. Just getting some clearance from the skeletons, that's all. Oh man, I still love the dragon fights. We've had a million of them, but they are still so much fun, even if they do bug the hell out. I thought we had gotten away from the skeletons, but nope, they're still coming. They're still coming. This is why we can't have nice things. No, what the fuck? Oh, I was just on a low enough health total. Lame. Okay, we'll try that again. I forgot to level up, didn't I? We're supposed to start leveling up HP now, aren't we? Okay. There we go. There we go. That was fine. We'll try that summon again. Although let me read this one more time. It is an HP cost. That's fine. We'll use our trickle heal, and we will give ourselves magic protection. I'd like to think that the Ghostflame is a magic. I think Ghostflame as well as the chill or icy effects. Those have all struck me as magic related, so let's memorize. Blessing of Gold, Barrier of Gold, and yeah, and all that Black Blade was doing some good work as well. So I think that is where we will. I'll give myself an extra FP flask, just in case. Give that 9-5 distribution, and we'll get back to it here. Those skeletons, though. I have all these different pots that I'm trying... like, we've crafted beast lure pots and sleep pots and these other things that I want to use, if nothing else, to make room to craft more holy water pots. Because I didn't have the holy water pots on my bar when I needed them. Let's craft 5 of them. Just in case. The holy water pot. MVP. MVP of the playthrough. And I can do also just a little switch up of the talismans here. And we shall do magic protection. Easy. Trickle heal. magic protection. And we go. Well, we go as soon as I aggro the dragon, that is. I'm out of range. So yeah, he's spawning. Our summon is doing this, the Formless Mother. I think the dragon does not have Scarlet Rot. Not there yet. Oh, I see. The Ghostflame pops out of that. That's right. Try this one more time. No, what the fuck? I hate that my super cool Scarlet Iona can be interrupted so much. It is the one major weakness of the spell. It is a pretty big weakness. In the butt. Black blade in the butt. Where are you going? Come back here, I say. We're not done. You might think we're done. We ain't done. Out of magic. Oh no, he's shitting magic. He's shitting Ghostflame. Get the fuck away. I forgot my Flask of Wonders physic, but what else is new? Zombie dog, no! And now skeletons. Fuck me. Oh, I get distracted so easily by multiple enemies. It's so sad. It's so fucking sad, but it's just the way I can't help it. Get myself together here. Give me my holy water pots. I'm losing it because fucking zombie dogs. I do love that he can hit his own guys. His friends are also his enemies. Oh my god. Another one. Jesus Christ. Who knew? There's so many skeletons. Fuck me. There's another one. There's he summoned so many skeletons. And I have one shooting arrows at me as well? What is going on here? This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. I don't even want to use a holy water pot on this guy at this point. Doesn't even feel worth it. Because he's just going to die from Ghostflame. There we go. Okay, good. Now can I give my Bloodflame Hexer a trickle heal to keep you going? Hang in there. Hang in there, Blood Fiend. Don't give up. Don't give up, Blood Fiend. It's so fitting to also say don't give up, Skeleton. Shit. Shit. Are there more skeletons coming? I swear to God, if there are more skeletons coming, there are more skeletons coming. Holy shit. I don't have FP for the holy water pot. This is... Okay, let's just settle the fuck down. Settle the fuck down. One thing at a time. Are they coming back? Get out of here. Stop. Doing my best, guys. Doing my best. This guy really doesn't want to get rotted, does he? No matter what I seem to do, the rot just... No! Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, yay. My barrier of gold wore off. That's what happened. The barrier of gold is the MVP right now. Should I just ignore the skeletons? Am I just... I am getting... I think I'm getting upset and distracted by skeletons that need not be. Did I get back my runes? You know, I think I forgot to get back my runes. So there goes 250k runes, because I completely forgot. So, hey, we don't have to worry about those runes anymore. Okay. Well, this is going great, guys. We're going to try Clean Rot Knight Finley instead. The Clean Rot Knight. I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best to... what the hell are you... I don't know what Clean Rot Knight Finley is all about right now. She's working on something. Hopefully it's going to be this dragon soon enough. Because I need all her focus and attention on this motherfucker, who I cannot seem to give Scarlet Rot to no matter how hard I try. I think we might have finally done it. Okay. We're there. What's he doing? What's he doing? As always, forgetting to drink my flask of Wondrous Physic. I wonder if I could jump over that. Who died? Oh, they're skeletons. They're skeletons. The skeletons are here. Okay, cool. The skeleton distraction committee has arrived right on time. I'm out of mana. Good. And oh, okay. And the enemy and the Ghostflame Dragon is down. Okay, there we go. There's our Dragon Heart and our Somber Ancient Smithing Stone. Thank you. And Clean Rot Knight Finley is doing her best to clean up. Don't give up, skeleton! Oh, fuck. You all are so incredibly... Do you have any idea how annoying you are? I am a little sad that we did not pick up our runes, but it's fine. It's fine. We're playing Elden Ring. It's no big deal. Did I forget to despawn these guys? I'm forgetting the #1 rule of skeletons. You must, if you do not use a holy water pot, they must. Where? It's hard to see exactly where they are spawning from. Or I should say their respawn. The respawn animation within the lovely Cerulean Coast flowers is a little bit hard to make out. Well, there you go. Okay. Cerulean Coast Ghostflame Dragon. That was sort of an unintentional rhyme. dealt with some human bone shards. We'll go over here and we'll get our 0 runes pickup. Pretty sure it's a 0 runes pickup. Yeah, basically 0 runes. So onward we go. Onward we go. I'm curious to see what we're gonna... I think we've bought all the things that we can buy with Dragon Hearts, haven't we? Maybe there's still something at the... Oh, maybe there is... There was a new thing, wasn't there? So when we find a checkpoint here, let's make a mental note. I think there must be a Ghostflame set of options now at the Dragon Communion altar. So I just realized we are not completely bought out at that Dragon Communion store, which is exciting. The Shadow Realm glowworms hanging out here. Is there a mausoleum nearby that we are supposed to find? Perhaps. Why don't we go and get the map first? We had to take care of business against a Ghostflame Dragon, but let's see if we can find... Let's see if we can make a beeline now to take care of... There it is. Giving ourselves some direction by being able to fully view the southern shore, in fact. Southern shore. A captivating vista of brilliant blue flowers intermingled with colossal stone coffins of unknown origin that seemingly drifted to this place. To the east, the jagged peak thrusts upward into the clouds. Oh. So, wow. We actually unveiled the peak as well. Was not expecting that. This is the Dragon's Pit terminus, is also part of Gravesite Plain, theoretically. I wonder if that holds for the rest of this area. Or maybe it's only the Cerulean Coast. Boy, this is... this is... Oh, look at this! Is this Bale? Bale's got to be a boss, right? This massive monstrosity of a dead dragon here may be dead. Probably dead. We'll see. Maybe it's Bale. The fact that it's on the map suggests to me that it's part of the landscape. We haven't seen any instances that I can think of where the map reflects some massive change to the world. Even with the Erdtree being set on fire, it's still this wonderful glowing image of its former self. Which suggests to me that we wouldn't have a scenario where all of a sudden, surprise, you get to the top of the peak, and all of a sudden this dragon that's actually on the map comes to life, and that's your final boss. But who knows? Oh, I just realized what we saw before here. This is a coffin. It makes sense now. I can see the rest of the coffins here and how they're depicted on the map. Fascinating. Should we make our way to the very edge of the world? At least in this direction? Oh shit, are there dragons flying around here? Oh, similar to... Well, I don't know if that's similar to Crumbling Farum Azula. It is. The map does depict the dragons flying around a la Dragonary. And that is a similar depiction here. This game is just so good. The excitement that I'm having right now, thinking about all the places I want to explore. I think we've been here. This is where we took down a furnace golem, right? This was our entrance into the Cerulean Coast. Got it. Yeah, why don't we just keep going south and see what we find? Is it nighttime? It's early day, in fact. It's just the dark storm clouds that look amazing make it seem like night. Lots of glowworms hanging out. They do fit the blue theme. Oh, and they just pop out of the ground as well. Can you do that again? That's the first time I've seen that trick. Whoa! It's the little zappy orbs that we've seen before. Okay. Those hurt from what I remember. And now they're in the DLC. So you can only imagine. There's so many of you all. Look at that, just popping out of the ground. Okay. I'm hoping that you all stay non-hostile. If I can help it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I think I was reminded. I think I've been reminded that the name of the troll back from Caelid was Frank, wasn't it? We found another one of Frank's cousins. Okay. These glowworms look hostile, though. Oh, no. What? We can't all just be friends. Okay. Fair enough. I mean, I don't know what maybe you're tired of Frank's cousin. Hey! Is that sleep? Have we finally? I don't know how long it's been, but have we finally been infected with sleep for the first time? Not infected, but I feel like we went an entire base game without ever getting that status effect. Is that true? I think that might be true, but don't quote me. Do not quote me on that. Isn't there a follow-up attack on these? I'm waiting for him to do the follow-up attack so I can blink bolt. Blink bolt your ass. There's the follow-up. There's the follow-up I was waiting for. I was gonna do Scarlet Aeonia. And of course I have my axe out. And because I had my axe out, that fucking cost me. Oh! Fuck. Come on. Come on, buddy. Yeah. One more? One more for the road? Why am I doing a jump attack away from you? Not breaking this guy's stance. Fuck. I could have sworn that I had hit the roll button there to avoid that attack. definitely the, well, it didn't happen. It just didn't happen. That's all there is to it. I would like back my... I want to try this physical protection spell. Let's get this back on here. And yeah, we will roll with that. And this time we will try to pick up our runes. Got quite the obstacle course to go through here. And I did not grab my runes. Try that. Take two. Take two, please. Give me my... Please give me my... There was supposed to be a drink. Buttons are not being pressed that are supposed to be pressed. I want to figure out what this electrocharge is supposed to do. I really want to figure this shit out. Because it does do, when you are in like melee range, it does deal damage to them. And then you have this residual static charge, which I suspect is dealing stance damage. I think that's exactly what it just did. I think that was a stance damage electric charge there that maybe saved my ass. Wait, is he shielding his eyes? What the hell was that? Was he doing that in response to my electric charge? I swear, there's supposed to be a roll in between all these. I promise you, there is supposed to be a fucking roll. Maybe I'm just not spamming the button enough. That seems to be the common factor, is that I'm just not, I'm trying to do that single press, the single press of a button, being as efficient as possible, but in reality, I just need to spam it. All right. Frank's cousin number 2 drops a hefty cracked pot. What do you know? That's an unexpected. Actually, never mind. Never mind. It's the least unexpected thing that could ever possibly happen. This looks like this looks like Mikola's lily, but purple. Deep purple lily. Wait, we picked these up before? Oh shit. Apparently we picked these up. I am forgetting, guys. I've had some gaps between play sessions because of my end of semester. Just recently, yesterday, in fact, took what could possibly very well be the last exam that I ever have to take, which is very exciting. And the reality of that hasn't fully set in for me yet. It's very exciting in any case, but how does that relate? Oh yeah, so what it means is though that I have been I've been playing some Elden Ring, and then I have been going into hardcore study mode, and then playing some Elden Ring, and then going into more hardcore study mode. So the gaps in between my play sessions here mean that, at least for me, some of my memory of what I have picked up and what I have not is a bit, a bit dicey. So bear with me, but I'm excited to be hopefully having a little bit, just a little bit more time to really sink my teeth into this unbelievable Shadow of the Erdtree. So far, it has been nothing but excellent. Just what I would hope for in a FromSoft DLC. This is a very wide open area. Very wide open area. Oh, hello. What have we here? Electricity, actually not super effective now that I think about it. Not really the best element or affinity to choose against oozes. Historically. Is this a cliff that I am approaching? It is. There's an ooze right there. These oozes, similar to the respawning skellies, blend right in. That's how they get you. Sneak right up through the pretty flowers. Surely there must be something here at the edge of the world. Whoa, St. Trina Disciples Cookbook number 2. Still trying. Oh, 2 horny birds. 2 horny birds. Okay, I'm not gonna be too fancy about this. Not gonna be too fancy. One bites the dust, the other we spare. I see a mickle across. We'll make our way around there shortly. And of course, I see big dragon wings. And everywhere you go, the Shadow Tree watches over. Let's look at our cookbook. Something tells me there's going to be something sleep related that we can now cook. Cook? Craft? It is a cookbook. Let him cook. A record of crafting techniques left by a disciple who pursued the teachings of the Saint of Sleep. Yet what seemed a gentle sleep at first ripened into velvet. Eternal sleep grease and drawstring eternal sleep grease. It could be fun to do a full, like, sleep playthrough. I do have my St. Trina's torch here. Fires of Slumber. Have that at the ready. Does that work on the oozes? I feel like oozes would be immune. Right? Oozes gotta have immunity. Like, what? They don't sleep. They're oozes. That wouldn't make any sense. I was kind of hoping we would get a Sight of Grace, but I don't know. I guess a Sight of Grace all the way at the end of the world isn't the most useful. So let's see if we can find one, though. I would like to find me a Sight of Grace. Ooh, there is maybe a set of ledges to descend here? Possibly? As cool as the DLC has been, there has been a notable feeling that I get in certain parts, certain sections as I'm exploring, that there just really is nothing there. I get that feeling more often than I did in the base game, that's for sure. Like, the base game did such an amazing job. I think there's a path to go down here. The base game did such an amazing job with, you know, arteria leaves, or just, you know, very small little things that don't really matter in the grand scheme of your play progression. You're not gonna really, if you miss the arteria leaf that's at the edge of the map, you're gonna be just fine. But for those who do decide to go to those lengths and go to the edge of the map, it feels so nice getting that reward. Some parts of the DLC, I have noticed, have felt just a little bit sparsely populated. That's all. It's not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker at all, but it is just something I'm noting. Trying to not bite off more than I can chew. I feel like the oozes are probably a little bit more, have a more of an immunity to fall damage than I do. I thought maybe the fire of the torch would be might be more effective, but of course it's not an upgraded torch, so they might be weak to fire. But you gotta upgrade your torch at least if you want shit to happen. There's a side of grace down there. If you want to actually deal damage to shit, you still gotta upgrade and spend the smithing stones. I really, though, have no desire. No desire whatsoever. Okay, I can't say no desire whatsoever. I have very little desire to... The only way that I am going to be convinced to kill these oozes is by trying to get some sort of a lore-related item. Even with a scale sword, look at that. Even with a fucking scale sword, they are still pretty chunky. I'm just presuming that they would naturally be weak to fire. It would make sense, right? There we go. Congealed putrescence, found underground in the land to where stone coffins drift. Bruise-colored putrescence, what a word, that oozes from stone coffins congealed into a large viscous lump. The putrescence is what remains of the impure lives kept within the stone coffins. There you go. Rewarded with lore. We got there. And we got a new word. That this one, I don't necessarily have to look up. I can kind of guess what putrescence means. Feels like that's a context driven. Boy, this is so far down. You can get plenty of meaning just from the context on that one. What is going on with the Z fighting here? Oh my god, that is yeah, don't look at it. Don't look at it, guys. Okay. Do not view at your own peril. That dude, it looked like he was gonna just walk off the edge. Walk off? Because that's what oozes do. They walk off edges. He was just gonna shimmy his way to his doom, it looked like. What's that hitbox? Hello? What in the world is this hitbox right now? Please. Oh my god. Alright, we are here, I think. Can I get this last little bit of the way down without without taking a gravity death? I think so. Lost Grace discovered. Where are we here? The Fissure? Whoa, what the hell just happened? That was not there a second ago. Whoa. Okay, that's a Miquella symbol, isn't it? That's the bewitching branch. That is a... That's the symbol on the bewitching branch. Look, guys. It even... We can perfectly line it up. Oops. I gotta do it like this. There it is. So, Miquella bars the way. Yeah. Sealed and obscured by Miquella. Whoa. Okay. So, we have met... We've been blocked by basically impenetrable thorns when it comes to the tower. We got who knows what we need to do to get this shit unsealed. But now we have another type of seal in the Fissure. Reminiscent of the DS1. It's all coming back to DS1, guys. The big, you know, Lord Vessel sealed golden barriers. Okay. Okay, well, this is a dead end then. That's a dead end, and unfortunately, my handy checkpoint at the end of the world here ain't that. I gotta warp all the way back. All the way back over here. Okay. Okay, okay. Should we go to the Miquella Cross? Like, I will at some point be more thoroughly scouring every part of this map. But I think let's try to make it to the Miquella Cross. It would make sense that there would be a checkpoint there. Site of Grace. And sure enough, Site of Grace. Site of Grace. Beautiful. No NPCs. Cerulean Coast Cross. Gonna give myself one more healing flask. Oh, and it's a new oh, okay, a new crafting material as well. I just thought those were more purple lilies. Nectar blood burgeon. A new type of Miquella blood, I think. As well as a shadow tree fragment. Touch cross. I abandoned here my doubt and vacillation. Oh. I wish I could do that more often. The overthinker in me. I abandon here my doubt and vacillation. So it's not just parts of his body, but parts of his mind or his psyche that he is parting with. Dude, this dragon is actually... We could go check this thing out right now, maybe? Question mark? Nectar blood burgeon. Exceedingly rare to find. Said to burgeon forth where the nectar-like blood of abandoned Trina pooled. Wait a second. Abandoned Trina. So this is not... Oh. This is actually... Are we actually on the way to finding Saint Trina? Is Saint Trina not just a flame god flan that's just in the backdrop of Elden Ring lore? Is Saint Trina actually going to be somebody or some enemy or something that we find here in the Cerulean Coast? That's kind of exciting. Okay. Okay, we can take this off the map. Let's go up in this direction. I'm definitely, right now, just very much following wherever my first instinct is, as opposed to the systematic... Oh boy, shit. The systematic pouring over section by section through the map. that part of my playstyle is being ignored right now in favor of just pressing forward to where the heart desires. And right now, the heart desires to see if we can even get close to this giant dragon. I have to jump across. What are the... Oh, the crickets, right? The grave crickets. I do not see these. Oh, wait, I see it now. I see it now. I was like, I don't even see these things as we're going by. The brain just wasn't tuned into them yet. They're so tiny. But they do stand out once you know what you're looking for. Okay, can we make this... Let me line this this ledge up here. Can we do this? No! Fortunately, it was not... I thought it was going to be a fall to my death. Fortunately, not. All right, I guess we're down here exploring now, guys. What's down here? This is a fun little back alley. Going with the flow. There's a hand on this beach. Fun. So those hands that were missing from Castle Ensis, we found one of them. And there's more that are popping in. Wonderful. Okay. They're weak to fire, right? So we stick with the scale sword. I guess we have swapped over to the scale sword life. Yep. Wow, he's already aggroed to me. Okay, don't know where the roll was. Don't know what happened to that second roll. Boy, it's been... No! Everything just deals so much damage. But it's been a while, guys, since we played with the scale sword. When's the last time we brought our good old... Is this the most used weapon throughout the playthrough? The scale sword? It's been a goodie. Fire has been a faithful companion to us. I could definitely have been convinced that there would be a cave hiding out back here, but it does not appear to be the case. Is there more to the path here? Is there more to the coastline? That's it. Dang it. Just some fools wanting to get handsy. Dang it. Where's the secret cave at? Where are you guys hiding my secret cave? Wait a second. Wait a minute. That is not a secret cave. Dang it. We'll check up here. Oh wait, there, I forgot about the item up here. These very important. Wait a second. This is actually not. This is more than a grave glovewort 9. This is probably a great... This is probably the +10. Great grave glovewort. Let's go. More of those, please, so I can endlessly doubt and vacillate over how to dole out 10 different plus 10 upgrades to my summons. Oh, I see the hand sticking out. I forgot about that trick. Yeah, I forgot that that's part of Ural's playbook. Probably gonna walk into one of you that I'm not ready for. Because these blue flowers do... That's really why the blue flowers were brought into existence, was to provide cover for more ambushes. Dude, it's right in front of us. If I had taken like another step, I think I would have actually I don't know if you can see it, but just for the heck of trying out sleep, I don't know if these guys can get put to sleep. They may just be like, the hands, not the hands, but the oozes that are completely flame resistant. And so it seems. But yeah, like as I suspected, very, very easy to walk right into one if you are not paying the utmost of attention. Is this the end of the line, though? It might be the end of the line, because I don't think... It looks like there is actually no path going up to the dragon, which feels... Unless there was somehow a path from... Let's just make sure... Yeah, there's not one here by this set of gravestones. There may have been... There's the glowworms up there. There may have been... No. This is... We have to make our way... Probably from the Dragon Pit Terminus. That's what it looks like. There is the road that leads down to the big dragon is this way. Cat Laserbrain was thinking that this kind of looks like a set of fingers at first, and then Cat Laserbrain got taken to it's Return of the Jedi, right? With the big was it a sandworm? See, now I'm getting Dune stuck in my head as well. But the was it actually a sandworm that the fools are getting thrown into in Star Wars? Gosh. Jabba the Hutt's big pit that turned out to be alive. Spoiler alert. Or wait a second. No, I'm getting so many things mixed up right now. What I'm thinking of, because there was also, that was in Empire Strikes Back. It's been forever since I've seen the original Star Wars movies. Whichever movie it was where, oh, there's a side of grace here, holy shit. Whichever movie it was where they fly the Millennium Falcon into the frickin', it was a meteor worm, or a meteorite worm or something. I'm looking like such an idiot right now with my screwing up my Star Wars knowledge, along with because I did see, of course, both of the Dune movies not too long ago, and so I've got those sandworms in my head as well. They kind of, you know, these different sci-fi movies. There's different ideas that they all have in common, or at least there are commonalities. I don't know where I'm going with this, but this this section of the world, I'm gonna sit and see what it's called. This section of our Elden Ring world, the Finger Ruins. They are fingers. The Finger Ruins of Rhia. What the hell? It's not, dude. It's not that surprising though. This is Elden Ring. This is Elden Ring. 2 fingers, 3 fingers, and now take your pick. As many fingers as you want. What the actual... The lighting that is emanating from over here. Do I want to explore down in this direction? You know what? Screw it. We're rolling, we're going with the flow today. This is never in a million years where I would have expected to end up. I thought we were doing more of the tower. There are so many sets of fingers. I thought we were going to be doing more of the Bellurat Tower settlement. And here we are, wandering around in some finger ruins. You survived on a... You would survive on a sliver of health, wouldn't you? You would. This is insane, dude. Now I'm thinking of another sci-fi movie. Was it Close Encounters of the Third Kind? That's what it's making me think of. The lights here are emanating from that one truck with the no, it's from the spaceship. They're on the truck, and the lights from the spaceship are coming out from over the horizon. Oh boy, I better stop talking about movies that I haven't seen in I don't know how long, and I've forgotten all the little details except for what sticks in my mind that is being called to the front of my mind at the moment, and it's probably better that I just focus on what in the fuck this thing is. It's like a leech. It's like a leech that has, I don't know, a leech that has spawned, well, hands. Okay. This game is crazy. Oh, okay. And also another, since we're just going down the list of things that are coming to mind, boy, you move way too fast. You should not be able to move that quickly. That is unnerving. That is unnerving how quickly. Look at this guy. Holy moly. Okay. Another game that's this is reminding me of is Outer Wilds. Particular portion of that game that this area reminds me of. The Magma Guillotine, though, as always, so dang good. Okay. Before we go in this direction, let's just explore this little ledge up here that had some big hand enemies from what I could see. I thought there was a one that was hanging out on the wall here somewhere. Did it disappear? Or was I seeing things? There it is over there. Okay. So many fingers. Are these supposed to be fingers of the... oh, hi there. Are these of the 3 fingers variety? Those sorts of fingers? And is this where they... are we getting the 3 fingers and their relatives, their origin story? What is this? This feels like This feels like one of those corpses from inside a mausoleum. Like the walking mausoleums. Sure enough. Sure enough. That's, I mean, isn't it doing the exact same pose? They're very good about doing this. These little details, that's immediately what got called to mind. It looks like this one, is this every single boss soul in the game? We've got our 2 DLC bosses. The Dragon Lord. Elden Beastie. Frickin' Godfrey. Looks like they're all here. What was the other option from, oh, we don't see the boss soul options here. This is only to duplicate the remembrance, right? Okay. Do we need to note this on the map? I guess we will. Let's mark it with a, treasure. Treasure or, weapons, right? You can get more weapons by duplicating your boss soul, and therefore, that's what's here at this part of the world. Another fun surprise that I never would have imagined would be here. What else is new with Elden Ring? Surprises are around every corner. Just deciding which one of you I want to focus on first. I suppose the one that's aggro to me gets the attention. Fuck. I thought it saw me. I think it still is trying to find me. Now it sees me. Oh my god. I hesitated so badly there. I hesitated so badly. We all know what hesitation does. I felt like I just hesitated on the flash drink, that's all. That's all. All right. Also would not have expected to die in that circumstance. I'm just going with the theme of today's episode. Expect the unexpected. It is so much clearer all of a sudden. God damn. God damn, dude. What a sight. Jesus. Oh yeah, I forgot you were a thing that exists now. Fortunately, it looks like the range on your spell is not too crazy. Alright, we're gonna get our runes and get out of Dodge. Was that dude doing the moonwalk? The little lychee moonwalk? Leave me alone, guys. I got fingers to view. Fingers to gaze at. What in the world? They're also giant fingers. That was one hell of a trick. These guys do actually have a very alien feel to them, don't they? A very otherworldly, fallen from the stars sort of feel to them. That enemy in the distance, though, that gravity attack that he shot at us got on us so quickly. What the fuck? We can summon here. So I was half expecting like I don't know, a space lychee dragon to descend on us. I guess let's summon a friend. More Bloodfiend Hexer action. Whoa. Jesus Christ. That guy summoned 5 of those little zigzag, whatever they are, ghost flamey darts. We need to get to the guy shooting gravity though. Where's he at? Isn't he in this direction? He might be behind the finger. In which case, I think that was like I didn't explicitly say what my strategy was, but that was the thought that I had was, let me see if I can use some line of sight here to get behind this guy. Okay, maybe now he's just disappeared. Maybe he's not even here anymore. Okay, all right. I think, what in the world am I looking at? It's like this is the Stonehenge of the 3 fingers? Or do we even have a distinction anymore between 2 fingers, 3? It's all just fingers, maybe. Maybe there's no difference between. Is this the finger bell? What am I? This is the finger bell of awakening, isn't it? Ay-ya! Okay. All right. The hell's going on, guys? This is one of those episodes where we are just we're getting lost in the world of Elden Ring. Lost and so ultimately utterly confused. Finally, an enemy. I think Bloodfiend Hexer is about to go bye-bye. Because I'm on the border of the territory in which he is allowed. There doesn't seem to be much back here, though. Other than hands. Waiting to ambush us. Crafting mats? There is a new crafting mat. Nailstone. Also, did the Bloodfiend just burp? What's going on here? Flake-like stone shard with a faint fingerprint engraving. Found at Finger Ruins. A piece that... Found at Finger Ruins. There's going to be multiple of these. A piece that came loose from the tip of one of the column-like stone fingers that grow at Finger Ruins. This is a recurring theme. Why is there what seems to be some sort of a bell? And why can I not interact with it? Surely there must be something that I can do. He came back. The bastard came back. Came back, the fucking bastard. Where the hell is he? Oh. I think I see him. There might be a couple of them. That attack is that is a doozy of an attack. My goodness. You get yeah, here it comes. He's Okay, I guess we sort of avoided it that time. But man, if that thing hits you full on, not only do you get stun locked, like you are put on serious level 5 lockdown, but oh, wow, you have quite a range on your attacks, don't you? You get that lockdown and that's really cool how the attacks zigzag like that. Shit. I thought I had line of sight. But on top of that, when they get you in the lockdown, they teleport right up in your face. It's really a cool move, actually. So far, the Bloodfiend Hexer is he's a pretty decent distraction. He's pretty beefy. He actually lasts quite a while, or has a lot of health. Does not die easily, this guy, especially if you give him, especially if you keep hitting him with the trickle heal. Okay, so what are we doing here then? We seemingly cannot interact with this giant bell or whatever the hell it is. Unless we have to... hit it with some erudition. We're listening, and then... I don't know. I don't know, guys. Let's see what we can find around here. Because this is where our lives... this is where our adventure has taken us today. Okay, I guess there is a path that leads over to the west? Question mark? Let's see where that leads. This entire time, I am saying to myself that I will eventually we will explore this as thoroughly as I like. Oh, this guy, look at this. He's got the bonus runes, and it's, oh my god, they have 8 eyes. Well, I would not have been able to tell you that until this moment. Oh, he's gonna summon the 5 of them. Shit. How do you avoid those? Dude, oh my god. I guess you don't hesitate, right? You just get up and hit them. Shit. Okay. Okay. Boy, this is just wild. Making a beeline for my runes, but it probably is a good idea for me to spend a little bit of time here. And if they are hitting us with magic, let's be a little... Dude, I still have... Fortunately, the range is pretty short on all that. I have been wearing my intelligence talisman this entire episode from the converted Fringe Tower. This entire episode. Okay. Just a little extra hard mode, that's all, guys. It's fine. Totally fine. No! God damn it. I'm smart, guys. I'm super smart. Get it? Because I had the intelligence charm on. Super smart. Okay, that's the 5. I think that's the 5 that's on the way. We avoid that like the plague. I do want these guys to drop something. I gotta get the deep lore cuts from these guys. So the scarab stays on until we get something. I do like though that your spells peter out so much more quickly. Dang it. No! There's too many of you. There's too many of you. Why do you all exist? Why must you exist? I just keep drinking. They keep giving me flasks. Don't be greedy. Just keep drinking. These DLC enemies, guys, are a handful. These new enemies are they're driving me a little mad. I'm giving them all the flame of frenzy that I can, but they're still the ones driving me mad. Okay, what do we got here? New crafting material? Finger Mimic. Exceedingly rare to find. Light pink mushroom resembling a wizened finger. I would say that's several wizened fingers, but okay. Used... Oh, wait. The English there is a little bit... I think it means to say used by those who wish to become fingers to induce hallucinations. They call these mushrooms the stillborn of the two fingers. Why did you have to put that thought in my head? Okay. Frickin' Elden Ring. Let's just move right along, shall we? And see what is over in this direction. More death, probably. Fortunately, I'm no longer wearing a talisman that does absolutely nothing for me. A wannabe smarty pants, no longer posing with the intelligence talisman. Gosh, there are far too many stinking fingers right now. This is just with the dragon corpse overlooking us. Oh my god, that is so far down. So this must be the end of the road then. Oh. Unintentional little hello. Hello. Nice to meet you. This is just throwback to the Dung Eater face reveal. You done. You got a hit off, but you're done. No, okay, yeah, fuck. This is the hell of a double team here. You're not dead? You're not dead? Excuse me. I do like that 2 hits of the burst does the trick. Who else? Who else wants some? Where are you at? So it's not quite the end of the road. There's a path leading up here, but it does not get us down. Is this even a place that we can get down to? Probably. From here, maybe? Or from down here, it's definitely going to be a place that we get to. Maybe we could even... I don't know. The process of slowly uncovering this Shadow Realm. I'm having so much fun, guys. Broken record, but it's true. There is actually... Wait a minute. Okay, so... Oh, there's a shack over here. With maybe a site of grace? We'll see about that. Let's check over here first. I see hands underground. Okay. I'm also looking for lychee magic boys. Oh, I see. I see a finger mimic. Finger mimic. Jesus Christ. What? Oh, what will we get to craft with that, I wonder? I can hardly wait. There's a spirit here. Finger Weaver's Hovel. The other one was Elder's Hovel. Finger Weaver's Hovel. Aha! My theory is proven true. The Finger Creepers hail from these ruins. So now, must I sound this one hanging bell? And sweetly cradled shall I come to be, at the bosom of the exalted mother. I don't think he's talking about the formless mother. Which mother of dost thou speak? Finger Weaver's Cookbook 1. A record of crafting techniques left by a determined student of the Finger Ruins. His brush with the sublime all but shattered his mind, though he was left capable enough to leave these few precious words. And we can now craft a glinting nail. I suppose we didn't check the new items that we could craft with this. I don't think that the sleep... It just sounded like the upgraded version of sleep grease that we have access to now, right? The eternal sleep grease. I was not expecting there to be some deep new insight lore-wise on the description, and that is... It doesn't appear to be the case. The weak are powerless to resist this velvety sleep and will never be roused again. But there is also... What was it now that we could craft? What was the thing supposed to be? This thing. A glinting nail. Nailstone with shining fingerprints floating above. Use FP to fling a magic nail that crumbles during flight. It's a magic item. Not smart. Not smart enough. Ah, the lampreys are what these guys are called. There we go. The lampreys that guard the finger runes resemble fingers far more than they do humans. And so the finger weavers imitated their sorcery. The lampreys. They're tough. Don't fuck around with the lampreys. Is that just a, is that a bear over here? I think that is a regular bear, as opposed to a rune bear. There's got to be a cave back here as well, right? Got to be something more to this area. Or perhaps it is just the hovel. A hovel? A hovel? Speaking of DS1, I know you're supposed to say Havel. But I said hovel for the longest time because the first person I heard say that name also said hovel, and it stuck with me for a while. But I guess this is the end of the road. The end of the road in this direction. And we did reach this spot here, right? The Finger Ruins. We got to this spot here. He talked about the bell, right? I think that's... He mentioned the fact that you're supposed to ring it. My theory is proven true. Finger Creepers hail. Now I must sound this one hanging bell. And sweetly cradled shall I come to be. So is there a way to ring the bell? We're going to have to think about that one. I think that is where we will wrap up this installment of Elden Ring. A very... just one of those episodes that is like so many others. It's unique in its own content, which is why we love playing this game, because they do such a great job at every part of the world does. You might see some recurring enemies, but you still have such a unique and distinct feeling in each new area. And this was definitely no exception, getting to the Finger Ruins. I suppose one way we could wrap up here would be to do what I promised earlier, and that is to make a trip to the Dragon Cathedral, because we, I think, have a new option here to spend our dragon hearts on, and that can be a nice way to put a bow on everything, as we were in a very helter-skelter survey mode today. But I had a lot of fun. I'm going to be having a lot of fun going over some of these areas a little more thoroughly. Some of it might be off camera, of course, but we'll be covering as much of it on camera as possible. There's more of the Cerulean Coast to do. There's more of the Finger Ruins to do as well. So there's just a lot more in general to do. And that's the fun of it. Okay, so wait a second. There is no new option here at Dragon Communion. I'll have to go review my footage, because I could have sworn that there was a new message after the first Ghostflame Dragon that we took down. But maybe there is a new Dragon Communion altar or something equivalent somewhere in the DLC that we have to reach, and maybe that's what I was thinking of. So so for now, we will look to... I don't know where we're gonna press next time. It's there's so many potential directions to go. I want to figure out what's going on with finally Mikola. Our way is barred in the tower, or our way is barred from getting to the tower. So there is so much more to focus on before we get to that. There's another barrier down here at the fissure that has to be figured out. Well, I'm definitely at that point where I'm a little bit stressed and anxious about all the different twists and turns and various areas that need to be explored more thoroughly. But we will get to it all. It's only a matter of time, and just don't worry. Every finger... We will leave no finger unturned. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.